Hey, welcome back. Riggs here, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Minecraft and Coppa. And I'm sure there are lots of other videos on Coppa, and we'll go into a lot more detail. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the specifics of Coppa, but I want to talk about Minecraft and how I am a little nervous about how it's going to be affected. And I'll talk to you about some of the reasons why. But this is sort of my brief outline. I don't really have a script here, so I'm sure I'll say a lot of ums and ahs. But I want to talk briefly about what Coppa is a quick little briefer, just so we're all on the same page. Coppa is a thing that the FTC came up with in order to protect minors. They wanted to make sure that the information of minors was not being used to direct advertising at them. I figured that while I was talking at you, I'd just dig a big hole down to bedrock, because every good base needs a hole down to bedrock, right? But so the FTC found that YouTube was tracking this information, and so in order to comply with that, they have made a change that for creators that have content that could possibly be sort of aimed at kids, they want to make it so that the content creators are going to have to mark those channels as made for kids or not made for kids. And what that is going to mean for those channels is a lot of interaction is going to be disabled, and in some very meaningful ways, especially for the Minecraft community. So a couple of the things, and most significantly in my opinion, is the comments. No more comments on any video that is potentially made for kids. And the reason I'm talking about this is because Minecraft is one of these wonderful games that is obviously enjoyed by millions of kids, but is obviously enjoyed by millions of adults. And speaking from personal experience, I have a small channel here, although I'm reached almost about 800 subscribers. I'm kind of shocked and amazed that I've reached that many. I really value each and every person who has taken the time to clicked on that button. They're like, I could hear more of this guy, which I appreciate. And it's been really fun to have a very small community of people who watch my little videos as they come out. And so just sort of getting ahead of myself, the changes are going to mean that all of the community interactions are going to be disabled. So not just the comments, but likes, and the number of subscriptions are not going to be able to be seen by people. There's a whole bunch of other sort of interactions that are not going to be able to be done anymore. And so, so for bigger creators, this is going to change the types of ads that are going to be directed for kids. This is going to really affect people's livelihoods. I mean, in a lot of cases, these are people's jobs. And that is these sort of not arbitrary, they've been considering them for a while, but these are big changes for people who rely on those ads to literally put food in front of their family. And it's a big deal for a lot of people. But I think that a lot of viewers of YouTube can kind of just write off these changes as just affecting the content creators, and somebody out there is having their income affected, which is not a good thing, of course, but doesn't really affect you specifically, maybe. So maybe not number one on your list of things to be concerned about. It's sort of human nature. But Minecraft specifically is a game made up of a community. And so it's not just the big, the mumbo jumbos and the Grians and the big, huge people who have millions of subscribers and are not really too concerned about the comments anymore, to be honest. They always say, or they'll make little mistakes to maybe make people leave comments, because it's how YouTube sort of monitors your interaction, your engagement, right? It's sort of the way they look at it. So people are always saying, leave a comment, like, subscribe, push all the buttons, right? I generally forget to do that. Anyway, getting ahead of myself, the thing for small YouTube creators, speaking from my personal experience, is what is the incentive to create videos? And for myself, I started making videos for my daughters. That was my main incentive. But over time, I've gotten, as I said, 800 subscribers, and I have a few videos that have gotten 16,000, 17,000 views. And when you have a few videos out there that have a number of views like that, you generally have a few comments on those each day. And it's kind of fun to interact with those people, answer questions. And I've had some really fun interactions with people who I can definitely recognize are kids just based on some of the questions they ask. And I'm happy to help them figure out, what version they should be loading a seed in or whatever. Happy to do that, but I also have had interactions with people who I know are so-called grown-ups because they're talking about playing the game with their kids. And so the incentive for me as a content creator is to get those little comments. And it's kind of fun to have a little interaction, and you see how many views you got, and you see how many people put a like on it. And it's not super meaningful, but it gives you a little bit of a barometer about whether or not you're doing okay. And when you remove those things, what is the incentive for a small content creator? And let's not forget, it's probably fairly obvious, but every content creator starts off with 0 subscribers. That's kind of how it works. And so if you are sort of removing that incentive from the front end of content creation, what's going to happen to the sort of the overall, what's going to, are there going to be new up and coming content creators with as much frequency? Because it takes a little while, as I can tell you. So, and then talking about Minecraft specifically, I think that Minecraft is a game that has been built on YouTube in a lot of ways. If you think about a lot of the early channels, I sort of grew up in my Minecraft life watching Doc M, and a lot of the early channels relied on comments and sort of this community problem-solving approach to a lot of these redstone things and design problems. I've seen lots of examples of people who have gotten really good ideas from things in the comments. And these are, big, people who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers still get really good design ideas for Minecraft. I think Minecraft specifically really benefits from having thousands of different minds sort of thinking about the same problems, and being able to share those solutions with each other is really integral to keeping the Minecraft community kind of vibrant. And so myself, I guess I should briefly mention that the consequences for not marking your channel as made for kids or not made for kids. Basically, if you have to decide, is my channel made for kids or not? And if it is made for kids, no more comments. If it's not made for kids, you can continue, living life as it was, but you can't just arbitrarily decide, oh yeah, my Minecraft video is not made for kids, because I think it would be a really hard argument to make that, a game where you're playing Minecraft could not be viewed by people who are younger than 13. I don't use any words you're not supposed to use, and I don't talk about mature topics. But I do use words like integral and vibrant, So I don't know. What do you do? The consequences from getting it wrong, however, is a huge fine. I think that's the important thing here, is that there are huge legal consequences for getting it wrong here as a content creator. And believe me, YouTube has way more lawyers than I do. The fine per video would be up to $42,000 and change. And you get fined 42 grand a couple of times. That starts to add up. That's real money, And obviously that would be devastating. I have, I don't even know, maybe 100 videos or so. And that would be obviously life-changing. So you can't just decide, I'm not going to pay attention to this. I've got a small little channel here. They don't care about me. It's not something to mess around with. And I'm going to have to mark my channel as made for kids, because I think that's kind of accurate. So that means no more comments. You're not going to be able to put a like on it. You're not going to be able to, it's going to be throwing content out it's going to be about as satisfying as throwing a rock into a lake and not having it splash. So I don't know what the future is for my channel, but more and more concerning to me is the Minecraft community in general. Without this level of community communication and collaboration, I am nervous for what it's going to be. And I think it's been really nice to be able to have this ability to freely communicate on YouTube and share ideas and share solutions to problems. So what are the solutions? I was talking about this to my wife, and she said, oh, well, can't there just be another website that people can go to comment on? And of course that's true. But people won't do that. They just won't. And so I don't know really what the immediate solution is for the Minecraft community and Coppa, because I think unless I'm the only one really taking this seriously, and I think that would be a mistake if I was the only one taking this seriously, people are going to have to mark their channels as made for kids. And that means no more comments, no more likes on any Minecraft videos, unless I'm getting this wrong. And I hope I am, but I don't think I am. And so I don't think I have too much more, but I just wanted to take a moment or two and talk about my own kind of trepidation. There you go. There's another adult word. That means fear. And the fact that I just defined it for you means that maybe this is made for kids. I don't know. I'm very confused, but things are going to change, and sort of am nervous. So anyway, I'm always curious about thoughts. I guess while we still have the ability to comment, let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Let me know what you think. What are the solutions? What are we supposed to do? I think I'm stumped. But anyway, hope you guys are great. And until next time, this has been Riggs. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.